Good afternoon, DJ. It's Tuesday, April 14th. The time is currently 1:23 p.m. It is a bloody good afternoon, DJ. Just arrived at my desk when I started this at 1:23. As always, my weekly target is 3%. No longer 5, it's 3%. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. Excited to see what price action has in store for us this PM session. Excited to continue to grow from this morning session going into the PM session. We're gonna get 1% better in these markets, in these charts. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. News, we've had high impact news come out at 8:30 today, all right? So we've had news today, making it an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today, we have 0.25 of account size, and we have a max of 7.5. We've already hit the max on our retracement account for the morning, all right? So no more trades on that account, all right? The only thing I'll be interested in moving forward will probably be a continuation. If I see a retracement, I might take it on the other account because I'm not really trying to make it retracement and continuation account. Maybe I should just leave it like that because since I already started like that. So we'll only be looking to see if we get in a continuation, not so much in the premium, but in discount, but because I'm still watching those right now. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If we get a decent amount of setup, a decent looking setup, I will engage in it. It has to be a continuation, obviously. But in terms of going in, I'm not in a rush to take a trade. Pretty much is my whole point here. Anyway, weekly program going to this week has been established. All right, we're in a buy program because we did take Monday's range high. All right, we took that buy side, so we're in a buy program. Witnessed two beautiful continuation setups from the morning that obviously right now I'm not engaging in those because they're still in the premium of the range for me, and I don't have enough confidence behind me in those setups to engage in it. So we're collecting data, but like I said, by the end of this week, yeah, I think I'll be straightforward in terms of having the confidence to engage in those setups. So very happy with the data that I'm getting back. All right, in terms of my data collecting. I took a I took a retracement set up here. All right, obviously ended up in a loss. What it did do for me is give me the green light, go ahead for the continuation set up here. All right, that it gave me two contracts. So really I would have been out at negative 1.5, but that trade is still banging, it's still going, bro. Currently at negative 3.5 on that, heading to -4. And then took another one in here, took a L, no problem, nothing wrong with that. Losses are the only thing promised to me in this game. I understand that, I accept it. It's just about managing the risk, and which I think I'm doing perfectly fine according to where I'm at right now and how I'll handle the losses, right? The amount of money in the losses, I think I'm happy with where I'm at. And then we saw another retracement setup here, all right, which we engaged as well. This was our last entry on the retracement setup for the day. All right, nothing wrong with it. All right, what they do is giving me the green light, go ahead for my continuation, which I did. Yeah. Anyway, I took a retracement setup here, ended up taking a loss. All right, confirmed a continuation setup here that is currently at negative 2.5, heading to -3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful continuation. For me right now, they're still in the premium of the range, right? For me, I'm more confident and comfortable with, a little bit of a retracement into a discount, not too much of a discount, but in the premium. I don't want to be buying in a premium, right? But as I'm collecting data, all right, price obviously right now is strong in the direction that it's going. So it's not really offering that deeper retracement. So I'm learning to understand and be comfortable with, hey, sometimes I'm just gonna have to buy in the premium because it's not gonna retrace any deeper than I want to see it retrace. So that's what the data collecting is showing to me. All right, it's building more confidence for me to be able to be in these trades. For me, like I said this morning, the outcome on Twitch, I stream live on Twitch 9:15. Twitch is I'm the Trader Capital. All right, look me up on Twitch. Yeah, for me, the most important thing for me now when I'm in front of the markets for any session is the outcome. Is the outcome. It's not the outcome. It's whether I'm following my processes and following my procedures and protocols, which I have been. So I'm really impressed with myself in that aspect, all right? And another thing too that I was really impressed from this morning is like my read on price action and the breadth of the candle is really much like leveling up. Like I knew when I was in this retracement sell from price action here, based on this inefficiency and how price behaved. Closed above it, came back into it, closed above it. From here, all right, I was like, yeah, this trade is cooked, it's done for. And that aspect of my trading is I'm really happy and excited for DJ, like that I'm able to like identify the characteristics that I want to see. Once I'm in a trade, I'm able to now, well, I'm starting to like build more experience and more confidence in being able to identify the characteristic that I want to see and not see, right? The characteristic that tells me that I'm offside, all right? And that, hey, this trade, the probability of this trade just either reduce the risk or close the trade completely. I'm never going to close the trade completely. I don't care where I get in my trading career. I'm never going to close the trade completely. I am, however, going to reduce risk on the trade if I'm able to, right? If I have more than one contract. I will reduce trade. I will reduce the risk, which I did do this morning. All right. Except for this last trade because I was ending, I was just like, I was okay with just taking that loss because I was just so happy in terms of being able to read the candlesticks and understand that, hey, potentially based on what I'm seeing here, I could be offside, but I'm okay with just accepting the loss and just letting the price take me out. Yeah, and also identifying where in the trade is my last line in the sand where I'm like, okay, yes, I'm going to reduce risk on this trade because this thing has happened. This price characteristics has happened, all right, which is telling me, right, that I potentially could be offside, so reduce risk on the trade, which I did with the first two trades, which were on point, right? For me, on the first one, it was a closure above mean threshold of this order block here, all right, which we did get, and I reduced the trade, I reduced risk, came to take me out, saved myself about $30-$40. Nothing major, but for me, it's about the understanding of price action for me. Here, I believe it was, yep, I did use the mean threshold of this order block. Once we closed above it, all right, I took something off. As you can see, came to take us out. For me, on this range though, on this range, it was hard for me to pick my last line in the sand, okay? I was sticking with this order block still, okay, because the bodies is full enough, all right, compared to, they were all pretty much the same body, right? The order blocks. But then I saw this inefficiency, so I was like, if price closes above it, comes back in it, and then close back above it, yeah, that was my first warning sign to, hey, we do something in the trade, but I didn't, all right? Just because I was just like, I was in the middle of like wrapping up. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it run. But if it does take this market structure shift here, it will confirm a continuation setup for me. All right. Which is another thing outside, right? It starts in the macro, but completes outside of the macro. All right. I didn't even realize this. I just noticed this right now. It starts inside the macro, completes outside the macro. That's another data set collected for trades that start inside the macro, complete outside the macro. All right. Another winning one for it. Or yesterday, I think yesterday's one was a loss. So far, I think with what I'm seeing, right? I haven't made a decision yet, DJ. We're just talking things through from this morning, all right? And just I'm debriefing. Yeah, I'm debriefing with you, DJ, before we get into PM session. Like I said, I'm not eager going into PM session to take any trade today. I'm gonna sit with my 3 L's and just be happy with my current understanding of price action and how my level of being able to read the candlesticks is improving, and just soak in that joy, right? And let the L's, the outcomes of the trade be out of my hands. But anyway, yeah, so this will be another data set, all right, collected in favor of taking trades that start in the macro, finish outside of the macro here. All right, so far I'm leaning towards accepting the risk that comes with taking those trades. I'm leaning towards adding those into my entry arsenal. Just like for buying in the premium, I'm definitely adding those in my arsenal. After this week, I definitely will be engaging in those and feeling no type of way about them, all right? But for now, I think if I was to engage in them and take a loss, it will mess with me, or just because I don't have the confidence behind me in taking those entries. But after this week, I definitely will. All right. And I'll see how I feel at the end of this week about trades that start in the macro and end outside of the macro. But so far, I'm leaning towards engaging in those and just being aware, right, of, it's a 50-50, but more 60-40 actually, because I've seen more pan out than the ones that haven't pan out yet. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. See, if I didn't debrief this morning, I wouldn't have realized this right here because I didn't even pay attention to it right there. But yeah, all in all, very solid morning for me. Even though I'm coming off a series of losing trades, all right. For me, it's about my understanding and my read on price action as it improving. That's my pure focus. Also, I'm less outcome driven, all right. I'm more process focused than outcome driven. All right. So the outcome is out of my hands anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. So I can't really fixate or focus on it really. More for me, it's more about the process behind it. And I have been following my processes, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy, DJ. Very happy with my read on the price and what I'm seeing and what I'm noticing in price action. So yeah, can't take nothing away from it. Solid continuation setups on in the morning there. Retracement, I'm realizing, right, from last week and this week that this condition, this environment is not very good for retracement setup because price is like eager to get to its point of destination. And for me, its point of destination as far as this high, okay, and then 60-day high, and then all-time highs up here. All right. So like yesterday, I was really like digging deep into the higher time frame, and the higher time frames really are showing clear price action. Look at the monthlies, just drop down into a monthly inefficiency, shot up. We got a monthly break, not breakup, order block here. These two candles here. So I want to see price, all right, obviously stay in the mean above the mean threshold of these two down close candles to come up here and take buy side. So, but like I was saying, you're looking at the higher time frame, it gave me a clear perspective of the on the draw on price and potentially where price could be heading, right? First, we have this weekly high here, which is also a swing high on the daily time frame. Then we have 60-day high. Then we have all-time highs here. So we have relatively equal highs above price, which is currently my draw on liquidity. Initially, it was this volume imbalance here on the weekly time frame. And you can see price just blew past it. Obviously, I want to see how this week closes. If we close above it, okay, then I want to see it used as an inversion, all right, to continue higher to support price to take these buy side here. But yeah, paying attention to the higher time frame just gave me a really clear read on price and where it's potentially heading. All right, next draw liquidity is up here. Let's get a magic magnet on the higher time frame. So we have a higher time frame perspective, all right, in terms of where we're anticipating price. Because I use the magic magnet for my session and my daily draws on liquidity. I should definitely have one for my higher time frame for my so I know where my draw on liquidity is on higher time frame. Right now is this high. Right now is that high there. So let's see how price gets to it there. This initially was my draw on liquidity this morning. All right, then once price took it, it changed to mean threshold of this weekly volume imbalance and then went to the high blue pass on my draws on liquidity right now. Anyway, let's get into PM. Let's adjust our dealing range going into PM session. We are here. So that was the last high or 15-minute high that was taken, right? We haven't taken this current one yet. DJ, I'm so happy and pleased with my current understanding of price action and where I'm at in being able to read the price. It's just, whew, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Uh, these things are back, aren't they? Don't think I had them on there before. But I don't mind leaving them on. It's okay. Change the color a little bit though. Yeah, somehow, two of my indicators got deleted off this thing. So I don't know how that happened, but this is price. I'm gonna reduce. Yeah, look. That's not the line. Is the border. Is it the border I'm looking for to reduce? No. There's the box. There are five. Looks very strong for five. Yeah, this one is definitely not five. I was about to say. It's very strong for a 5. Is that in or way? Yeah, I don't really want to see them anyway. Taking that 15-minute high there, so just in dealing range. This is now the low I need to see to be interested in the retracement setup here. Also not extend boxes to current bar. Yeah, I don't want that. That's not, this is not it. I do want to see them on the 15-minute. I'm not really fussed about seeing them on. We have a new swing low. This swing low takes this swing high, valid for this time. I am gonna switch it back over here though, after today. Anyway, I was doing something. I'll let him have it since he's the one, you know, give me the thing. Streamline some of this stuff. Let's get serious. Let's get serious, DJ. Be real serious here. All right. We haven't taken that high yet. 968. 968, same high. Still the low I need to see. Oh, that was on Thursday. That was Thursday. Mm. I'll be interested here. Also took this low, so that would be my entry. We in there? How many contracts? 8 contracts. Whoa, why is it that from the morning session it was giving me like 2 contracts, 3 contracts. PM session come, we're looking at 8 contracts. Come on now. I could demo this, but then I'll have to log out here. I don't want to do that. It's all right. We just tape read. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with it. I'm trying to see last line in the sand for this trade here. Yeah, would have to be this order block for me. That's the only thing I'm seeing clear, and this inefficiency really. So body closure, about mean threshold of that. Also watching this closure above this inefficiency, right? Using it and then closing above it will reduce probability. That's will let me know to reduce risk in this trade and that I'm potentially offside. I need to get back into drinking water. I haven't been drinking water recently. Let me move this out of the way so we can pay attention to the price action. What I'm failing to do for the continuation. And we'll be tape reading this, all right? Because we are tape reading those still this week because it's still in the premium. And now we have open range, buy side and sell side confirmed. Buy side. Oh. Stop for this continuation setup is below this low right here. So we're watching that as well as this retracement setup. So far, I'm liking the respect of this inefficiency here for the retracement. Continuation though, I don't like this price action really and truly. The displacement leg, I'm not feeling it, but I'm watching it regardless. It's not about my feelings, innit? The low would be here for it. Oh, I don't mind using this low as my stop loss without anyway. So let's see. Watching both the retracement, right? Gave us the green light go ahead for the continuation here. Okay, so we're watching both setups right now. Because without the retracement, right, I wouldn't be able to engage in the continuation. So far, liking the respect for this inefficiency for the retracement, but not for the continuation. But market's been rallying for how many days? Golly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, include not, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days, right? This morning from jump has been just going higher and higher. What are the chances, right? That right here in this premium is going to continue higher more. It's possible, but probable, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll still be in here for now. Now I'll be getting taken out of that continuation setup and retracement setup. Like the respect I had for this inefficiency here, like I was saying. Let's see what it offers us. Watching this high here for continuation. Seems like the trades that I don't get in are the ones that want to pan out, you know? But it's all right though. I'm impressed. I ain't worried. I ain't worried. Watching this high, like I said, for continuation. I like that negative one. It's in close proximity to open range sell side there, because that's a point, a level of interest for continuation. Give me -1 for the retracement setup, because this morning took 3 losses on my retracement setups. PM session giving it to us though. Just probability, just numbers really. It's a numbers game, -1. Thank you very much. Stop would be reduced to 0.75. Great, okay, go. This is the high that needs to go for me to be interested in a continuation setup. Watching how price behaves in this inefficiency here. Outside of trading hours, outside of entry hours, nothing I can do here. It has to at least start. For me right now, this is still the high that needs to go for me to be interested. Won't be interested in this high. Has to be at least in the macro, and then finish outside of the macro. Those I'm still collecting data on, but like I said, I'm inclined to lean towards entering those trades and accepting the ones that loses. All right, so seen enough that pan out for me to be like, okay, I can handle these. I can confidently engage in these and be fine with the outcome, right? Because I've collected the data. Gave us 8 contracts here, so would have took 2 off. 2 off here, 1 off here, 3, another 2 off here, 5, 6, 7, 8, -3 will be terminus for me there. Negative 1.5. Oh, mate. Nowadays, I just look at the candlesticks and just smile. Like, that's all I can do. Just smile. Just so happy. So content with everything. With the losses, with the wins, I'm just content. Because there's been a long, long road to get here. It's been a long road to get here. Whew. Oh, just in awe of it all. Just keep being process focused and let go of the outcomes, right? Which is, I feel like I'm being very, very good about that. Just focusing on the processes. And yeah, it is what it is, right? As I gain more experience, collect more data, all right, obviously, we'll be able to avoid certain losses. I'm gonna go back to this morning, through this morning and see if, I could have avoided any of the losses that I took this morning. -2 smash trade would be at 0.5 right now. 5 contracts off already, 3 remaining, one of here, one of here, one of here. Let's just see, right? If I were to go back, nah, I'll do it in my own time. Let's focus on price action right now. I'll do it in my own time, not on DJ's time. It's your time. I'm gonna go back into this morning and see, right, if there was a way, if it's not possible, it's not possible, right? I have no worries or qualms with the trades that I took this morning. But obviously, I'm gonna go back and review it, and if there was something I could have done differently to avoid them, I would want to know, right? But if there's nothing, there's nothing. For me, at the time, there were fair trades, right? They were following my model, my procedures and protocols. What a beauty of a setup, though. Retracement trade, there's faith in you yet, all right? There's hope in you yet. Oh, look at this beauty. PM session this week, I know it's only been 2 days, but it's been super clean, super, super clean PM session. Terminus on the trade would have been hit, right? Even if I took 2 of here, if I took 1 and then 1, I would be out of this trade right now. Right? I was targeting initially lunch session low, so let's see if it gets there. Let's see if it gets there. Oh, we do have AM session buy side here that I can frame a continuation of. Let's get that on the chart. Which is in perfect, not perfect, but close proximity to -4. So I like that. -1, close proximity, -4, -5. Just close to 10 for me. Because after 10, that's just pure too much. And I've seen some go beyond 10 too. This is still the high that needs to go for me, right now, with where price is at. But I'm content. I'm content. I'm content. I'm as content can be. Oh my God. Ugh. Taking lunch session. No, no, I mean not lunch session. Lunch session is still below price, so it's -6 would be lunch session. Or -4, getting smashed. We're back at AM session, buy side. What a beauty! Yeah. What a beauty. Oof. Super nice. So respect for the inefficiency there. Bodies were staying below yeah, consequent encroachment. There's mean threshold is for all the blocks, all right. CE is for inefficiencies. Wanted to see it stay below this. Watching how it behaved in here. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. -4.5. Nothing here for me on the continuation, nor is it a time for me to engage in the market. So we're just watching. How long is it going to take? He said 15 minutes. My 15 minutes was up. Estimated time less than 1 minute. It's been less than 1 minute for like about 5 minutes now. I'll just be patient. They said they'll let me know when it's ready. They'll let me know when it's ready. Just pay attention to this bad boy here. Woo, woo, woo. Think we would be making all our losses back from the morning with this trade right here. So for me, it is definitely like further confirms, and I don't know how to put this for it to make sense. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like I said, one of my weaknesses is explaining things. It further confirms to me my like to my current stance of being process focused, right? And focus on the outcomes, right? Because I know what if I'm following the processes, the outcome will follow, right? So I'm not really fixated on the outcome as much, right? Now for me it's more about the process and sticking to the process and understanding the process and understanding the candlesticks and be able to better read the candlesticks and the storyline they're telling me. because the outcome here from this morning easily could have been erased with this setup here if I chose to enter the market, right? But for me, I'm okay just being outside and watching it on the sidelines, right? And just watching the game, being a fan in the stands, watching a beautiful football game, watching Arsenal at their best. I do have a continuation here, right? But it's outside of my trading times. So that's what I'm watching right now. Also watching how price behaves in this wick here. Hey, tell me to. Well, for the YouTube videos, you already have them here. watching this. Nothing that I would engage in due to the time. Just have to exercise patience then. Fair enough. Do your thing. And I'll do my thing. Try to be patient. I can be patient with the markets, but everything else, ugh, why do I need to be? Okay, finally. Didn't get no email though. So, what's up with that? I'll be at break even on this trade here. Okay, a little bit better than break even, and the rest will remain if I have any contracts really. Hmm, hmm. All right. All right, all right, all right. 250 Mac. What you got for us today? You gonna give me this continuation or what? Huh? For that to happen, I needed to trade back below this key level. Displays higher, cause a market structure shift. It's the only way I'll be interested here. Other than that, nothing for me right now. Nothing at all for me right now. Nothing at all for me right now. But we got this beautiful retracement set up. So to be honest, my PM session is done. It's done. Anything more is just a bonus, but we like bonuses. We'll take a bonus. Nothing for me. Nothing for me here. Oh, right. This one right here. These three candlesticks, right? This candle, here, this candle here, and this candle here. It takes three candles, all right, to form a swing. All right, it takes three candles. The swing low, right, is a candle that has a candle with a high to the left, and a candle with a higher low. Sorry, see, a higher low, high. A candle with a higher low to the left and a higher low to the right. Right? As you can see, this candle's wick down here, it doesn't, it's above this candle's wick. This middle candle that makes the swing low, right? It has one candle to the left of it that has a high low, and a candle to the right of it that has a high low, right? Just like this candle right here is forming a swing low, right? The middle candle is the swing low. It has a candle with a high low to the left, a candle with a high low to the right, making this swing low. Now, if we were to trade back and above through daily range high, this would be the swing low that I'll be interested in seeing market structure shift happening. The reason why I found intel on this market structure shift is high and not far below is because from once again my data collected on my back tested, right? I've noticed that if price is activated, right, the displacement leg takes multiple structures as it goes in that one candle. This one candle, this high, then this high, right? We're gonna elect to go with the highest swing point that that candle takes, right? It's the function issue. I've noticed that sometimes when it does this signature right here, this one candle takes multiple structures, right? Multiple market structure. It typically doesn't come back down to the lowest market structure shift, right? It will go with the highest. please myself, exercising discipline, right? Even though I know I could have entered the market today, I stayed out, right? And that's pure discipline, right? That's discipline in knowing that you can be in the market when you choose to stay outside. That's you having control over the market and the market having control over you. Some days it's okay to just be like, you know what, I'm not entering this market, even though my model's there is presenting itself and I know the probabilities are in favor. It's proven itself consistently, right? I'm not entering the market today. You don't have control over me. I have control over myself and I have control over you. That's why I just showed today, and I'm very happy and pleased with myself that long after everybody else has quit. And we have traded edge. This is where all traders start. Most traders think success in the markets come from finding the perfect strategy or catching the biggest. But the reality is, trading success is built on three. First one, most important one, money and mindset. This is the foundation of success. Second, we have risk management, the holy grail of trade. I'm saying it enough times and extremes, and I'll continue to say that. This is what will keep you in the game long after everybody else has quit. Then we have trading edge. This is where all traders start. I know this because this is where I started, and that's why in today's session we're going to hone in trading edge. Now, everything we do here. Most traders think success. Okay, so you've done that for me. Now what? This thing don't even make no sense, you know. We don't understand this thing, you know. What's the DJ sessions, access to that, sections, get those questions, get the side of activity, one second activity together, right? You get really, you get like traders, same about luxury life in trading. This will be my view is that my time, right? Price for me, which is session highs and lows, daily highs and lows, weekly highs and lows, monthly highs and lows. I was having to get some leverage gaps and prices. It's just I have indicated that point out the price points I'm interested in, right? The levels I'm interested in. And I have indicators, show my time, right? My time, between time, price, period, price. That's my indicates going to the time and price. It's something that I really do myself. I'm gonna do a trade performance review in a bit here, DJ. This thing is just trying to get the hang of this. Oh, this is what I paid for you to do. You know what I mean? Nothing really for me in terms of continuation, nothing at all. This one here, but time-wise, not for me. This doesn't trade back to into the key level for me to be interested. So for me, nothing here. Not my entry, not my setup. The retracement trade though was definitely a bit of me. It was a bit of me. This is pretty much the high now, but I'm not interested in that. But we're watching it regardless. Hi DJ, trade performance review. What I did well today, this PM sessions I showed up, right? Got 1% better. Gained experience, learned lessons that I'll take into my next trading day, next trading session. Right. Definitely got a confirmation of, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, keep following your procedures and protocols and your processes, all right? And leave the outcome in the rear view mirror, all right, because it's there, right? It's there. Yeah. Well, I fell short today. Don't think I fell short anywhere. Pretty much a tape reading session. I used all my 3 bullets for my retracement setups today, so pretty much couldn't even if I wanted to, I couldn't get into that because all my bullets were done. I'm out of ammo. Gun without ammo is useless, and that was me. But still happy and pleased that I got to tape read an amazing retracement setup, giving me faith back into the retracement setup because recently the retracement setup has been not doing what it needs to do, all right, just because of the current market condition, right? He's really got somewhere he wants to go, so retracements are like that's why we're is happening in the premium, right? It can barely even come down to dealing range upper quadrant to then continue higher. It's just doing it right off the dealing range high and going higher. So it is what it is. I'll just have to adapt, right, to different market conditions, and that's what data collecting is doing for me. Giving me that experience to then next time, right, when the market is in this condition again, I already know how to behave and how to react, all right, and predict and take what the market has given me, right, in the current condition. So yeah, all in that, just to say, I don't think I fell short anywhere really. Probably if I had to pull something out the bag, would be not having my full attention here in front of the charts. But once I saw this trade, I was pretty much done for me in a PM session. Plus, I was waiting till an entry time for me to see something. I didn't see something during my time. All right. Watching this though, right here. I'm not interested in it right now just because of look at this range right here. I mean, fair enough. It was a similar range for the morning, but I don't think the morning one was even that bad. Yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah, look at this range. Still did what it was supposed to do though. Still did what it was supposed to do and still doing what it needs to do. Giving you -3. Solid stuff there. I'm watching this though. See how we we do on this one going into last hour of trading. How can people next day, next training session is just keep showing up, right? Keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. Don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses, which I did experience this morning, right? Deter me, distract me from what I got going on. Just keep following the processes, the procedures, the protocols, and yeah, eventually we'll get to our destination as long as we're taking small steps in the right direction. Keep analyzing the data, all right? Keep analyzing the data. Go back into this morning, analyze the trades, the three losses that we took, and see if there was something that we could have done differently. If not, there's not, right? It's not always going to be something we could have done differently. But if there is, that's what that's what comes the analyzing of the market comes into play, right? Then we'll know. But other than that, solid day for me here. Can't complain. My read and price action, my processes, my procedure and protocols are all solid. All right, they've been proven itself to do what they need to do, all right? And I have no worries, no stress about nothing, right? So, very happy with today. Solid day so far. Solid week so far, all right? The 2 days that we've had so far, all right? It's been some really nice setups in there, okay, that we've been able to identify, all right? Anticipate, identify, and haven't been able to execute. Well, we've executed on some and lost, but haven't been able to execute because we've been data collecting on some, right? And others we just didn't have the bullets to get into the trades, right? It is what it is. Tomorrow we have news, all right, making an optimal day for us take trades. All right, so we'll be here, not here. We'll be over at Twitch once again. Follow me, watch me live on Twitch tomorrow morning, 9:15. Every AM session is on Twitch. All right, I'm the Trader Capital. I'll see you there tomorrow morning. Until then, and I'll see you over here, PM session tomorrow. Obviously, this is a private gathering. Just me for now, though, Anna. Well, we have Dai. Two students for now, right? Me and my two students. No one say they're students, just comrades, training comrades for now. But yeah, we'll be here for PM session for that. Until then, DJ, catch you 9:15 kickoff on Twitch, 1:20 kickoff DJ on Zoom. We out here. Until then, you know what it is, what it is, what it isn't. I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading. Happy hunting.